leads to a place where compassion meets understanding. A place where we neither frighten nor fear our fellow Americans. No matter their culture, no matter their religion. For if we are ever to reach our destination, we must first realize that we are on this road, and we are on it together.
Hi, I'm Nancy. I'm 15 and I live just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. I love to hang out with my friends and talk on the phone. Since the events of September 11th, I've been kind of nervous about the whole terrorist thing. Honestly, I've heard a lot about Muslims on the TV and stuff, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Hi, my name is Miriam. I'm 13 years old, and I live in a small town in New Jersey. I love to go on the internet and hang out with my friends. I'm a Muslim since I practice the Islamic faith. Since September 11th, I noticed that a lot of people have been afraid of all Muslims. I don't think that's fair.
This is the true story of what happened when Noggin asked Miriam to show Nancy what it was like to live her life.
After September 11th, I think church has become more important to me. I find myself looking more forward to going every Sunday because I feel like there are always people there that will support me, and it's brought us as a community together because we all are there for each other all the time.
The authorities now suspect that the attack was orchestrated by a group of Islamic militants. We're getting more news on that.
Nowadays you always hear the words Muslim, Arab, and terrorist together, and I don't really know what to believe and what not to believe because some people are saying, you know, all Muslims are bad. Some people are saying only a few are to blame, and it's just really confusing, and I don't know what to think. When I got to the school that morning, I became pretty nervous. So I didn't really know what to expect and how I'd react to them or how they'd react to me. When I walked in the door, Sister Irene greeted me.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Teaneck El Ghazali High School.
She gave me the school uniform, the traditional school uniform, which was just a long dress to cover my body, and a hijab, which covered my hair and my neck. When Sister Irene gave me the dress, I was kind of surprised because I had woken up that morning and, you know, picked out my clothing about what I would normally wear to school or if I was going out. And then when she told me I couldn't wear that, it was really surprising.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good.
When Miriam walked into the office, she just looked really nice.
Now it's my time to meet her time to meet me, and I'm going to make a new friend.
When Miriam and I got into her biology class, it was like this whole class of girls, all Muslim girls, and everyone just looked up and stared at me. I felt like they might be a little upset at me because I was pretending to be a Muslim girl and just walking in and wearing their clothing just like for pretend, not real. I didn't know what they'd think about that.
Welcome, Miriam, to our class. We're completing these sheets about bacteria.
Okay.
If you'd like to join us.
Thanks.
She met my teacher, my class.
What happens with the mutant is that one of the daughter cells comes out to be not identical to the parent cell.
I was expecting originally just a lot of religious classes.
I told her, yeah, it's almost like the Catholic school. The only thing extra that we take is Arabic classes and Islamic studies. And then everything else, we take the same curriculum, we take the same things. Usually it's lunchtime on the normal days, but since we don't eat and stuff for Ramadan, then we just have the break. We sit, we talk, we play.
And she told me that they were fasting because it was the month of Ramadan, which is like a really holy period to them, and they don't eat between sunrise and sunset.
The reason that we fast is because we want to feel how the unfortunate people feel. They don't have food or drink, and sometimes they even sleep without eating or drinking anything. How long does Ramadan last? Ramadan lasts from 29 to 30 days.
Miriam also explained to me that Ramadan is one of the most holiest times of their year, kind of like a Christmas or Easter is to my family. Miriam then told me that it was time to pray, but first we had to go make wudu, which was basically cleaning your body.
The first thing is, you have to wash your hands. You wash your hands and then you get the water in between your fingers.
We had to wash many parts of our body, our feet, our hands, our neck, our hair, our face. We even had to wash our nostrils and our mouth.
I taught Nancy about wudu, which is cleansing before prayer. It's a very specific way of purifying yourself before you worship God. Cleanliness is a big part of being a Muslim.
When Miriam said it was time to go pray, I guess I pictured kind of just a room used only for praying. Maybe there'd be pews, I wasn't sure. I thought that everyone would just be sitting wherever they wanted, but it turned out that the girls sat in the back. And that really surprised me because I felt, okay, are the girls less important than the boys? And that's when I realized they value modesty in women so much, and so having boys behind the women looking at their butts wouldn't be appropriate. A young boy stood up and did the call to prayer, which was their way of saying it was time for everyone to pray to God now. Beforehand, I wasn't sure if I should pray with them or not. I didn't know if I'd be somehow violating my religion or even violating their religion since I wasn't Muslim. But then when the time came, it just felt right, so I joined them.
Allahu Akbar.
It made me feel good that Nancy cared enough to do the things that I do in my ordinary daily life.
Allahu Akbar.
One thing I noticed was that it was all about peace and love and being kind to others. And it was really different from what I thought it would be like, because on TV they're always showing these images of anger